Good morning, everyone. May I commence the proceedings, my lord? It gives us immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to the dignitaries, our guests, and the gathering who are accessing this event through video conferencing. I once again wholeheartedly welcome you all for the spectacular event of inauguration of this District Munsif-cum-Judicial Magistrate Court, Cheyyur. When we think how to begin well, only one decision tops them all: to begin with confidence. Let's begin this event with confidence. I request the dignitaries and the entire gathering to rise for Tamil Thai Valthu. Thank you, Lordships. Smiling is our creed. Hospitality is our tradition. Welcoming is our culture. Today, we have a very special, most active, and abundant talented woman to welcome our dignitaries and guests. May I now request our Honorable Principal District Judge Srimati N. Vasantha Leela to Amma to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, my lords. I am privileged in delivering the welcome address for the inaugural function of District Munsif-cum-Judicial Magistrate Court at Cheyyur by our Honorable Chief Justice of Madras High Court through video conferencing. First of all, I would thank our Honorable Chief Justice for consenting to inaugurate the function through video conferencing, my lord, with the Lordship's golden hands in spite of Lordship's hectic schedule ahead. Thank you, my lord. Today is a historical day to be written in the annals of the Cheyyur litigant public as their 25 years of ordeal affair comes to an end in inaugurating the DM-cum-JM court at Cheyyur during the regime of our Honorable Chief Justice. Now the litigants of Cheyyur can save their valuable time and money in travelling 30 kilometers from Cheyyur to Madurai to attend the court hearings. Law is good, justice is better. I know justice is being delivered in every way, but it would be better if justice is delivered from the heart. Is the golden words delivered by our Honorable Chief Justice, which should be a guiding principle for each one of the judicial officer while dispensing the judicial system. Even during this pandemic situation, our Honorable Chief Justice is guiding us with courage, determination, and enthusiasm in functioning the judiciary in an harmonious and peaceful manner, and at the same time ensuring the safety of the entire judiciary. I extend my warm welcome to our Honorable Chief Justice on behalf of the Kancheepuram District Judiciary and advocates of Madurai and Cheyyur Taluks. Welcome, my lord. I welcome our Honorable Tirumati Justice Pushpa Satyanarayana, Judge, Madras High Court, and Portfolio Judge for Kancheepuram District with heartfelt warmth. But for the stern decision of our Honorable Lordship, it would not have been possible to inaugurate the court as we were facing numerous hurdles in identifying and locating the building for the inauguration of the court, as Cheyyur is a very small seashore hamlet. It was our Lordship's guidance in each and every stage of renovation and construction which helped us in converting once heavily damaged building with the debris without any proper access into a full-fledged judicial complex with all amenities. Welcome, my lord, and thank you, my lord. I welcome our lordship, Honorable Tirumati Justice Bhavani Subbarayan, Judge, Madras High Court, and Portfolio Judge for Kancheepuram District for this historical function. Our lordship is a versatile speaker with a spontaneous own lyrics and known for her lordship's simplicity and dynamism. Thank you, my lord. Welcome, my lord. I also welcome our Honorable Minister for Law, Courts and Prison and for Mines and Minerals. Welcome, sir. As the structure is not entirely a new structure and it is a combination of renovation and new construction, I wish to state some few lines about the building, my lord. A sum of rupees 80.33 lakhs have been spent after assessing the stability of the building to renovate the damaged building by forming a cement concrete road leading from the Cheyyur to Vandavasi Road to the court building for a distance of 150 meters, and also for new constructions of bar room, litigant public room, lockup room, car parking for officers, seized vehicle shed, two-wheeler stand, public toilets, etc. The required funds were mobilized in coordination with the collectors of district collectors of Kancheepuram and Chengalpet. I thank them all. I also welcome our Registrar General, Registrar IT and his team, Registrars Admin and Management, and all other registrars for extending their cooperation. I also welcome our brother and sister judges of Kancheepuram District, and in particular, Munsif-cum-Judicial officers who took strenuous efforts to bring the building into a proper shape according to the directions given by our portfolio judge. I also welcome our respected District Collector of Chengalpet, Mr. John Lewis, who took major role in mobilizing the funds for the renovation and construction, and in fact, he was personally supervising the building throughout. I welcome our respected District Collector of Kancheepuram, Mr. Ponnaiah, who was instrumental in identifying and allotting the building with identifying and allotting the land with building to the judiciary. Thank you, sir. I also welcome the DIG of Kancheepuram District, Mrs. Chamundishwari, Superintendent of Police, Chengalpet, Mr. Kannan, Superintendent of Police, Kancheepuram District, Mrs. Shanmugapriya. At this moment, I would like to thank and welcome the Director of Agricultural Department, who was gracious enough to endorse no objection in handing over the land and building to the judiciary, which was under their control. Thank you, sir. I also extend my warm welcome to Mr. Arasu, MLA of Cheyyur constituency, and Mr. Selvam, MP of Lok Sabha. I also welcome the advocates of Maduranthagam and Cheyyur, the bar presidents, secretaries, office bearers, senior and junior bar members of Bar Association of Maduranthagam, Maduranthagam Advocate Association, and all other bar associations, bar council member, PPs, GPs, and APPs of Kancheepuram district. I also extend my warm welcome to the PWD officials and contractors, without whose cooperation and sincere effort, it would not have been achieved this task at all. I also welcome the revenue and police officials, staff members of Chengalpet District Court and other courts, in particular our system analyst and his team, advocate clerks, press, media, and litigant public. I welcome one and all who are watching this program through video conferencing. I once again thank our Honorable Chief Justice and Honorable High Court for giving me this opportunity. Thank you one and all. Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, Amma, for the warm and great welcome. Here comes the auspicious moment. May I now request our Honorable Chief Justice of Madras High Court to inaugurate the District Munsif-cum-Judicial Magistrate Court, Cheyyur.
Okay.
Clippings for us. We have our Honorable Portfolio Judge, Justice Tirumati Bhavani Subbarayan with us. Her Lordships is a bolster to our district judiciary. Her Lordships is an adept woman in building the rapport between the bar and the bench. We are immensely inspired by our Lordship's exemplary performance of both in legal and prolific platform. On this note, may I now request our Honorable Justice Tirumati Bhavani Subbarayan to deliver the special address.
அவையோருக்கு வணக்கம். I extend my warm welcome to our respected Honorable Chief Justice, my sister, Honorable Justice Pushpa Satyanarayana, registrars, district judge of Chengalpattu and Kancheepuram, and other dignitaries present here. என்னுடைய சிறு எண்ணத் துளிகள். என்ன விந்தை பாருங்கள். வங்க கடலோரம் நம் உயர்நீதிமன்றம். அதே நேர்கோட்டில் இன்று விழா காணும் புதிய நீதிமன்றம். அலையின் சத்தம் கேட்கிறதா? உங்களின் சத்தம் எண்ணத்தின் சத்தம் கேட்கிறது. நமது தலைமை நீதிபதிக்கும் கேட்டதனால் உடனே உருவானது புதிய நீதிமன்றம். தென்றல் வீசும் இளவேநீர் காலம் இவ்விழாவின் இனிய காலம். உவையோடு எதிர்பார்த்திருக்கும் இங்கு குழுமியிருக்கும் மாதர் தம் வழக்காட இனி பல மைல் தூரம் செல்ல துயரில்லை என கூறும் இவ்விழா நேரம். எதிர்பார்த்து காத்திருந்த காலம் ஒரு கால் நூற்றாண்டாம். காலம் ஒரு கால் நூற்றாண்டாம். ஆனால் நம் தலைமை நீதியரசர் உடனே முயற்சி எடுத்ததனால் உருப்பெற்றது இந்நீதிமன்றம் சில மாதங்களில். பார்த்திடம் நம் மனம் வியக்கும் கம்பீரமான கட்டிடம் பலரது கூட்டு முயற்சியாம். விழாவோடு முடிவதில்லை. வழக்கறிஞர் தம் உழைப்பை மூலதனம் என கூறும் காலம். ஒப்பிலா உயர்வு பெற ஒத்துழைப்போம் நடுவரோடு, நீதிமன்றத்தின் ஊழியர்களோடு. தமிழ் தாயின் வண்ணமிகு எழில் கோலம் காண்பீர் மாமல்லபுரத்தின் வண்ணமிகு சிற்பக்கோலம். பாவையரே, காளையரே, இவ்விழாவில் பெருந்திரளாய் பங்கேற்று சிறப்பிக்க நிறைந்ததே எம் நெஞ்சம். 25 வருடமாய் கருவாகி உடலாகி உயிர் பெற்று இன்று நம் முன்னே நிற்கும் நீதிமன்றம் கம்பீரமாய். காத்திட வேண்டியது உம் பொறுப்பு, கடமையாற்றுவது உம் பொறுப்பு. எங்களுடைய எண்ணம் நிறைவேறியது என்ற எண்ணத்தோடு நாம் கொள்கின்றோம் செருக்கு. தமிழ் தாய்க்கு வணக்கம். வாழ்க தமிழ். நன்றி.
Thank you, Lordships, for the wonderful speech and the spontaneous kavidai. We have our Honorable Portfolio Judge, Tirumati Justice Pushpa Satyanarayana, too, with us. Her Lordships is an epitome of grace. We are really flabbergasted by Her Lordship's impeccable devotion towards the work. With this note, may I now request our Honorable Justice Tirumati Pushpa Satyanarayana to deliver the special address.
The most respected Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Bhavani Subbarayan, my esteemed colleague on the bench and the Portfolio Judge for Kancheepuram District, Principal District Judge, the District Collectors, Kancheepuram and Chengalpattu districts, the DIG of Police, Kancheepuram, the Superintendents of Police of both Kancheepuram and Chengalpattu district, the Chief Judicial Magistrate, judicial officers, staff members, office bearers and members of the legal fraternity at Chengalpattu today who have assembled, and the registrars of our High Court. At the outset, I thank the Honorable Chief Justice for expressing his consent to inaugurate the District Munsif-cum-Judicial Magistrate Court at Cheyyur. His Lordship's thorough knowledge about the minute details of the entire judicial mechanism, in particular about the subordinate judiciary in the state, which is the backbone in the justice delivery system, is known to one and all. Being the member of the Honorable Computer Committee, I personally know His Lordship's commendable and righteous efforts to put the wheel in place in this pandemic situation and ensure that the justice delivery system should not suffer any setback even in this catastrophe. That is why this kind of inauguration of the new normal system we have been now following. It gives immense pleasure to me to be part of this happy occasion of the inauguration of the District Munsif-cum-Judicial Magistrate Court at Cheyyur at Kancheepuram district. As mentioned by the learned district judge, the inception for the court at Cheyyur taluk level dates back to the end of 1996. In 2000, there was a setback on the premise that the same was deferred by the government for want of funds. Finally, the government issued the GO in GOMS number 319 on 6/4/2017, granting administrative and financial sanction for constitution of special courts, which expression was later substituted as DM-cum-JM court. It almost has taken close to a quarter century for the inauguration of this court. Anyway, better late than never. Today we are here for the inauguration of the same at the hands of His Lordship, the Honorable Chief Justice. At this juncture, I thank the government and the Honorable Minister of Law, Courts and Prisons, Mines and Minerals, Government of Tamil Nadu, for adopting a right support in the justice delivery system. It is to be stated that after the initial hiccups in identification of the building to house this court, the present building was chosen by the Principal District Judge and the officers concerned. I deem it to place on record that the timely action on the part of the District Collector Kancheepuram at the relevant point in time in transfer of the building and sanction of the funds for the renovation of the building paved the way for this inauguration. After bifurcation of the revenue district, the continued efforts of the District Collector Chengalpet also deserve a special mention. It was mentioned by the Honorable Principal District Judge about 80.33 lakhs funds was utilized for this raising and renovating this building. But it is all worth the efforts. This short film, though we could not visit personally, that had made us really feel happy that it has come out very well. Now it is for the legal fraternity to take care of it. The establishment of courts is of great importance, and it is a life in the court for bench and bar, undoubtedly a life spent in public service. We must remember that every structure relies on the strength of its foundation. Indeed, the foundation lies at the district and taluk levels. We must spare no efforts in ensuring that the district judiciary renders justice of the highest caliber, because it is this justice and not the justice of the High Court or the Supreme Court that most of the Indians deal with every day. No doubt that this court will cater to the burden of the advocates and litigant public of Cheyyur and nearby areas. When inauguration of a new court is a moment of festivity and rejoice, but such expression of joy must always be continued by the resolve. A resolution to continue to do the good work, a resolve to administrate our reserved commitment of sincerity in the cause of justice in which we all exist. It's a resolution to strengthen and carry forward the high conventions and traditions of the judiciary, propriety, and discipline that have been the hallmark of the personality of our forerunners. In dispensation of justice, the role of the bar is very eminent. Lawyers must ensure that they do not boycott courts, as ultimately the clients or the sufferers if justice is delayed. Irrespective of the merits and demerits of the case, follow the timeline and modalities prescribed by the Code of Civil or the Criminal Procedure. I request the bar not to take recourse to complaining about the officers and staff for every now and then on frivolous issues which otherwise could be resolved by their own cordial move with the staff. The seekers of justice approach the courts with pain and anguish in their hearts, having suffered physically and psychologically. Most of them are law-abiding citizens, as they do not take law into their own hands, but believe that they would get justice from the courts at the end of one day. We owe an obligation to deliver quick and inexpensive justice, shorn of the complexities of the procedure. The courts are meant for litigants. The judges have to decide the cases and not merely dispose them of. I take this opportunity to remind the officers and staff to maintain the timeline in discharge of their duties. Do work hard and not hardly. Do adopt novel methods in streamlining your work pattern. Do maintain all records and registers updated then and there from the inception of this court. Do not postpone any work even for a day. This will not only save you and your successors, but the precious time of the litigating public. It is my duty to request now the range DIG and SPs, both the districts, to expedite the execution of the warrants, the NBWs, filing of charge sheets, arrest and protection of the accused and witnesses before this court. I know you all know your duty, but as said, I thought it is my duty to remind you all. With these few words, I thank one and all for giving me the opportunity to join this joyous occasion. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Lordships, for the stupendous and informative speech. We are really follow the instructions of our Lordships. There is a famous quote by our national father Mahatma Gandhi. There is a higher court than the court of justice, and that is the court of conscience. It supersedes all other courts. Our Honorable Chief Justice is a person of conscience. It is really a boon and blessing for us to have a person of conscience as the Honorable Chief Justice of our state. His Lordship started the career as an advocate in the year 1985, then elevated as an additional judge to Allahabad High Court on 24/9/2004 and became a permanent judge on 18/8/2005. Thereafter, elevated as Honorable Chief Justice of Patna High Court on 17/11/2018 and assumed charge of this esteemed office of this Honorable Chief Justice of Madras High Court on 11/11/2019. Through his Lordship's tireless and selfless work, has disposed 70,000 contested cases at Allahabad High Court and 2,500 contested cases at Patna High Court. I could feel that the whole vicinity is vibrating and echoing His Lordship's prominence. His Lordship is bold on thoughts, determined in actions, and a courage leader for us. On this note, may I now request our Honorable Chief Justice of Madras High Court to deliver the inaugural address.
Thank you very much, all of you, for having invited me to inaugurate this Judicial Magistrates Court, which I have just now learned from Sister Pushpa Satyanarayana and Bhavani Surumania, that it took almost 25 years of a struggle to give this gift to the people of that area. Judicial governance is the most important pillar of governance under our Constitution. The reason is not that we just govern, but our duties in the judicial system with the combined effort of lawyers and judges is to give peace of mind, and which is nothing short of emancipation. This is what a human soul wants ultimately. We have therefore been destined to perform a duty which others envy to perform. This is one of the highest forms of duties that one can render to mankind. Civilization in all its forms rests on this pillar of governance, the hope whereof lies in justice. This is what people expect, and this is what we in the higher judiciary expect the subordinate judiciary to perform. And this is what is ultimately expected by those whose interest is supreme, namely the litigants. This expectation emanates from the basic principle of faith. People have faith in judiciary, and therefore the inauguration of this court is yet another chapter in the reaffirmance of our belief that people of our country in this democratic nation have still faith in the judiciary. I take this opportunity to thank the government also to have kept up to its promises in helping the judiciary in establish itself in order to achieve the ultimate dream of delivering justice as doorsteps. And I find that all government institutions have come together to help us in this wonderful journey of establishing courts throughout the state of Tamil Nadu. It is a matter of pride for me to have inaugurated the maximum number of courts in this state during my tenure, and I thank our judicial officers who have taken much care and pain to sustain themselves and to live up to the ideals even in these pandemic times. The entire system has proved itself worthy of its name and of its salt. And I congratulate all of you, particularly the people of the locality where this court is situated, that they should come readily to these courts in order to achieve whatever is required and to redeem the grievances of those who need justice. I thank the learned district judge for having organized this wonderful video conferencing inauguration. I thank the district administration and the judicial officers for having come together for this inauguration, and I wish all you good luck. Thank you very much.
Your Lordship's speech is really a leverage for us to give the best in our work. Thank you, Lordships. Gratitude is the memory of heart. May I now request our Chief Judicial Magistrate, Thiru M. A. Kabir, to deliver the vote of thanks.
My Lords, Honorable the Chief Justice, High Court of Madras, Judges of High Court of Madras, Principal District Judge, Distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to one and all. I feel honored and privileged to propose vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. First of all, I extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event resounding success. On behalf of Kancheepuram District Judiciary, I would like to express my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Chief Justice High Court of Madras for having consented to inaugurate the newly constructed court at Cheyyur. This occasion is more appropriate to state that the Honorable the Chief Justice introduces new and innovative measures to ensure that judice dispensation system works well in the state and union territory of Puducherry. I must mention that the address delivered by His Lordship is a great inspiration to all of us to discharge our duties better in these times to come. I am once again much thankful to His Lordship for sparing precious time. Honorable Mrs. Justice Pushpa Satyanarayana, Judge High Court of Madras, and the Portfolio Judge of Kancheepuram District always evinces interest not only to address the issues as being faced by this court district, but also to find solutions. Her Lordship's guidance and motivations are great impetus which enable us to execute things to its perfection. We are very grateful to Her Lordship. I am immensely thankful to Honorable Mrs. Justice Bhavani Subbarayan, Judge High Court of Madras, and the Portfolio Judge of Kancheepuram District for Her Lordship's gracious presence on this occasion and the poetic speech, which was thought-provoking and motivational. Her Lordship's constant support and guidance are a great help to us to organize the function in a manner as it progresses. I am very much thankful to through C.V. Shanmugam, Honorable Minister for Law, Courts and Prison, Mines and Minerals, Government of Tamil Nadu, for his kind support, and also thankful to support provided by the state government. I am thankful to Mrs. N. Vasanta Leela, Principal District and Session Judge Kancheepuram District, for guidance we get from her time to time. I thank Mr. A. John Lewis, District Collector, Chengalpattu District, and Dr. P. Ponnaya, District Collector, Kancheepuram District, for their unstinted efforts for the constitution and the construction of the Cheyyur Court building. I thank Mr. D. Kannan, Superintendent of Police, Chengalpattu, Mrs. T. Sanmugapriya, Superintendent of Police, Kancheepuram, and the Executive Engineer, Public Works Department of our district, for participating in this function. I would like to express my gratitude to the Director, Agricultural Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, who was kind enough to hand over their premises for the Cheyyur court building. I convey my thankful to all judicial officers of the Kancheepuram district. I express my gratitude to the office bearers and the members of Bar Association Maduranthagam and the Maduranthagam Advocates Association and the people representatives for their help. I thank the Public Works Department officials, Revenue Department officials, Electricity Board officials, other government officials, police officials, media personnel, and others for their support. I am very thankful to the staff members of the Kancheepuram District Judiciary for their unstirring efforts in organizing this function. I take this opportunity to thank all who are watching this program through online and on love. I thank all others who might have been left by me. Once again, I express my deep gratitude to all those who have contributed to make this function a grand success. Thank you, one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request the dignitaries and the entire gathering to rise for national anthem.